Hello everyone, welcome to Club Reaction to Celtic 3 Rangers 1 after extra time at Hampden. I am Scott Carney, joining me is Ali Pearson.
Copy and paste, Carney, from when we've been to Hampden umpteen times, isn't it? It's I was going to say it was a hard luck story, but I don't think it is a hard luck story if you really dissect it. But ultimately, it's not good enough, Carney. There's a lot, and it goes down to recruitment for me, and you'll probably get into it. We'll probably get into it in Club Net Corner and Club Live, but recruitment for me is key. We don't have the players; just simply aren't good enough.
And I feel personally responsible for the next man that's about to join us, experience his first Old Firm game after I had a spare ticket next to us three clowns. Ross McLean. Ross, welcome to your first ever Club Reaction, mate.
Yep.
We're standing outside a pub anyway.
Ross
has had two waters.
Two waters. We need it after that performance. We need it. No, mate, it's a good day out. Unfortunately, spoiled from the result. We'll get into it. It's just same old Rangers, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a sore one to take today. For many reasons, and I'm not going to. I don't really think it's a hard luck story. I think there's more to it than that, and I don't want to. I'm definitely not going to be looking for excuses to hide behind. I'm definitely not. But I just. There's just things that are still not quite there yet with this team, and there's still clearly a lot of work to be done. The starting 11 was Jack Butland, Giga, Suter, Cornelius, Magoma, Tavernier, Raskin, Diomande, Asgard, Shamiti and Danilo. We spoke about it in the pub alley before we come over. I didn't really like the starting 11. I think
it's too conservative for me, Carney, and I use that word against Hibs for me.
I just thought today, just fight fire with fire.
Yeah,
just. I mean, what have you got to lose? I would have rather it went for that more than anything else.
Yeah, and I said this in Club Live, Carney. Celtic aren't great, right? But we are not good either. Let's be honest about it. We're worse. But I would have fought fire with fire with them. I would have went 4-3-3 if it was me. I would have played 4 at the back, three in the middle, and I would have went Gassama and Ant-Man wide with probably Danilo through the middle who deserved to start. That's what I would have done. And when I seen the starting lineup, I thought, right, he's obviously trying to contain Celtic, which I don't understand because they're missing a lot of key players as well, Celtic. I did wonder, Carney, where did the goals come from? That was my main thing straight away. Where did the goals
Shamiti and Danilo, surely?
Well, come on to them, but that was my worry. So when I initially seen the lineup, I wasn't shocked by the formation he played, but I just didn't see where we were going to get joy middle at front.
Ross, what do you think of start 11?
You know what? I don't mind that we're sticking with the back three idea. Going a bit more attacking, I get it, but being honest, see when you see Shamiti and Danilo, if I'm up against him, I'm not striking fear at all. We'll get into it, but one thing I mentioned in the pod last week was if we have chances, we need somebody who can take them. Shamiti and Danilo are not those people first just now. I don't know who it is, to be fair, don't get me wrong, but it was what it was. But yes, there was a few players, number 24, Giga, which I'm sure we'll get into, that shouldn't probably stand for Rangers going forward.
No, I don't think so. The first half, I think Rangers did themselves absolutely no favours at all. I'm not going to lie. I thought Rangers were abysmal in that first half, really. I thought we looked scared. I honestly do. I think we looked terrified of the occasion.
Which is bizarre, Carney.
It is strange.
When you look at the start to Hibs, I thought Rangers looked controlled in the ball. I thought they looked calm. And sorry for butting in, but
it should be.
They look like wee boys in the park against me. They look scared against. I don't know whether it is because when the Celtic, they seem to think. I don't know what it is, but it was like a hot potato, that football, and they just could not get controlled at all.
No, not at all. And Rangers just struggled to get anything going at all. Again, Shamiti not offering nearly enough. He doesn't hold the ball very well. He doesn't bring other players into play.
He's so good enough.
Everything that you want, yeah. We still go back to I don't know where the 8 million is in him. I can't see it. I don't think anybody can see it. And he's not the only one. Giga at the back for Rangers today was a bomb scare. Honestly, an absolute bomb scare. He looked rattled really from the get-go. And yeah, Rangers really didn't build in anything in the first half. I thought we was behind after a bit of disastrous goal that was ruled offside. I thought Rangers were going to get a wee bit of a kick up the backside from there, mate, but no, we then concede from a corner. Celtic go 1-0 up, and In the first half, in reflection, mate, Celtic deserved every bit of that lead.
Celtic took the game to us, let's be honest about it. They were the better team, Celtic. We look, as I say, wee boys on a park. No control of the ball, careless on the ball, offered nothing going forward. Asgard for me, he'll come on to.
I'm recording here, lads. Can you stop pumping your on, please? Thank you.
Floats about a park for me without affecting it. I thought we got out of jail with that when you talk about Carney, where Chiga hits off Raskin, and it's the comedy goal.
Oh, it's horrific, all the time.
VAR comes to our rescue, and it was offside, and you thought at that point, right, does that give us the kick up the arse? No, it didn't. And they had it was a good goal from them, to be fair. The boy gets across at front post, and it was a good header. And they deserved to be 1-0 up. They did deserve it.
Ross, I'm going to jump to the red card for Rangers, and I'm also going to jump ahead to what the potential red card for Celtic could have been. Now, I'm not going to say Theo Asgard's is not a red card. However, I think it's on the soft side of a red card, because I don't think he's looking to do the player. If that's the rule, fine, no bother, I'll take that. However, Ross, I cannot accept a player nearly kicking Jack Butland in the face, pretty much, and that doesn't count as a red card. You can't have one and not the other. And I'm not, by the way, before anybody starts on me, I ain't hiding behind refereeing decisions. However, Ross, you expect VAR to level the playing field. For me, it didn't today.
No, aye. I mean, one thing you pointed out, mate, as soon as the Butland one happened, Nick Walsh, not caring a world at all.
Didn't check on Butland once,
no,
not once, didn't check him once.
Could have happened.
Yeah, didn't check him once.
And then, you look at the Asgard one, which I get his foot's high, but he's quick as a flash to get that red card out. He couldn't got it out any quicker. So, looking at it back, the stud's shown, I get it, it's the letter of the law, but as you say, it's the consistency on both sides. And we will caveat it with the result, isn't from the, well, obviously the 10 mil player part of it. We're not blaming that on us. We weren't good off today. But looking back at it, I get it, but it's a bit softer than I thought. But yes, I look forward to the VR review. We'll see what they come out with it. But yes, more frustration. More frustration.
Yeah, look, Asgard needs to do more, and in all aspects of his game for Rangers, 100% he does. But once I come back to the pub and we've seen the replays back, we've had a look through it, I'm not as angry at him as I thought I was initially, basically. And then especially when you see what happens later in the game, you can't have both. You really can't have both. Both of them, if Asgard's is a red card, Trustees is a red card, and there is no in between that for me. But this is what happens. It's always been the narrative that they'll get the decisions and we won't. Also, some of the booking decisions today with Nick Walsh, just bonkers. And I'm not hiding behind that. Generally, I'm not. I don't think Rangers deserve to win today. Really, on reflection over the 120 minutes that we played, I don't think Rangers deserve to win today. But it's not helped when you're not given the opportunity to play on a level playing field. And for me, I'm beginning to lose the whole idea of VAR. I don't understand the point in it. If it doesn't do the job that it's there to do, then what are we doing? And I'm trying to say that without blue tinted glasses on.
VAR.
Does that sound right?
VAR's not the issue. It's the clowns that run VAR that don't understand it. I think Asgard's, I'll be honest, when I look back at it in the pub there, it doesn't mean to do it, but at the same time, he is out of control, his foot's high, studs are up, yes, it's a red. But then you look at Trustees, and it ticks the boxes.
Yeah, 100%.
It ticks the boxes for a red again. So why is that not a red? And I agree. If Celtic go down to 10 men, it's 10 against 10. Does it mean Rangers go on and win the game? You don't know. You don't know. And the same, I'm not hiding behind that decision in terms of that's why Rangers get beat, because they didn't. They deserved to get beat today. Celtic were the better team. But that doesn't help. And it's an occurring theme, if you want to say, at Hampden in terms of when we go there with big decisions. Yeah, and into the second half, Rangers, I thought, rallied, and I thought we managed to hold our own for large spells of the game. Did Celtic miss their sitters? My God, they did. The Celtic should probably have been out of sight in that second half. But Ali, I said to you at 75 minutes, I said to you, I said, they've not scored yet. I was like, they should have scored, but they've not yet, and we managed to get the equaliser. All I feel was, and it was a penalty, by the way. He's went down with his arm first, it's hit his hand, it's a fucking all day, it's a penalty. I'm not going to take anything away from it. Tar puts it away to make it one each.
But I think all of our fear was when it got to the full time whistle is that do these players have any legs left in them?
Yeah, that was the issue. I thought
because there was some amount of effort put in that second half.
Yeah, I thought
even it wasn't perfect. I know it wasn't perfect in the second half, but there was still a hell of a lot of effort.
It wasn't. I mean, their attitude in the first half for me was shocking, but their attitude in the second half I thought was spot on. Why does it take us going down to 10 men to kick into life? I know Danny Rule changed it slightly for the second half. Kind of went for it at points, if you want to say. Tav was playing kind of in the middle of the park as well.
Yep.
And yeah, the longer it goes, I mean, Celtic missed some chances that they'd be kicking themselves, but the longer it goes, you always know you've got a half chance. And we got it. The penalty, I've seen it back, it's hit his elbow, it's a penalty, and Tav puts it away. But at that point, you're looking, going, right, well, there's another 30 minutes. Do we have, as you say, the gas in the tank? And I didn't think we did. No. Our best bet was get it to penalties today, and I just didn't think we had the energy to take it there.
No, Ross, ultimately the extra times kind of cemented all our fears that the players didn't have it in them. There was just that we didn't have the legs in us. I thought the changes that he made were risky but smart at the same time. The fact having Mikey Moore, Ant-Man, Tav sitting as a 6 at one point as well was just to get legs in the team, and I thought there's not much more else that he can do here with that. But ultimately it was just too far. However, Jack Bolton should be saving that second goal.
Aye, it's the first time before we came back to watch that Cal McGregor goal. It's
not in the corner.
No,
it's right. It's down the middle. It's right down his throat. Literally down his throat.
It's a calm. The goal that Chermiti scored last week against Kilmarnock. It's literally exact. And you were saying, I should be saving that. It's the exact same situation. So it's these fine moments, and it's such a contrast because I actually he made a few saves today that kept in it, and he has done all season. But again, it's these fine moments, and it's one that we'll look back at. But for me, Mikey Moore today he gets some credit for me. He was brave, he was forward thinking. We just need more players like that. As I was saying to you the way back, mate, I like that Rules at least try to experiment a bit. It's not Russell Martin where I'm stubborn I'm going to stick to my guns. When's the last time you saw Tav playing centre of the park? It's something that I didn't think I'd see this season.
Yeah.
There's a few things to take away. There's a few things to take away. You can take away Mikey Bill. That's about that. It's just that extra half hour was maybe that wee step too far. But hey, that's what we need to work towards because we've done it before. You think back to that game, the last time we ironically won at Hampden, where we played in Europe, and then you played the extra time there. Rangers have done it before, so. Over time, yes, but just now we're not quite there yet.
No, we're not quite there, and I agree with that. And obviously the third goal is just a very tired goal for Rangers to concede. And I'll annoy a lot of the faithfuls just now that I thought Tavernier was inspired today. I thought he was a proper leader on that part today, and I think if it wasn't for him, I think we'd be in a worse state. I thought he was the only player in the first half and probably throughout the game that I thought was kind of performed as you would expect him to. But it finished 3-1. Rangers are just not there yet. Obviously we were down to 10 men for a vast majority of that game. Certain elements of pride in terms of the way we applied ourselves in the second half, but ultimately just not the legs to see the game out. And it's another story where we're not in a final again of a cup, and the work on Danny Rule's hand is, Ali, it's probably now as clear as day to him that one, we need recruitment. Two, we need to properly cement down what our starting 11 is and what our formation is and how we're going to do it, and he needs to identify the players that he can trust. Yeah. He also needs to stop playing players with a price tag, and my biggest, not pointing an elbow in the room, but I'm pointing it straight at Chermiti here.
Yeah, he's got to. Today's not on Danny Rule. He's not had a much chance to get this team on the training park, if you want to say, in terms of being playing every 3-4 days. You'll have it in the international break coming up in a week's time, whatever it is. But Garnet, he's got to go with guys that he knows he can trust. I agree. Chermiti for me, he's got the 8 million price tag. Doesn't look up for it for me. Just doesn't.
It's not even close to an 8 million striker.
And Miovski, to be honest,
the same.
Hasn't been great either.
It's not been great either.
So that's a worry, our front line, a big worry, especially the guys we've let go in the summer and the goals they contributed. Giga, another one, Omskar. But there's positives with players there. Mikey Moore's a guy that's come out who gets slaughtered, and it's probably where the position he was playing. I think he's better in the middle of the park. I thought he's offering something. I gave it also. I think he was really good when he came on. I thought he was good against Hibs as well in previous games. So there's players to build from there. We need legs and energy in the middle of the park. Connor Barron needs to come
play.
back in.
Cameron needs to play
has
now
to
as
come
well.
back in.
Yeah.
We need to know where Cameron is. He's got to go on a run in the league now, can't he? The League Cup's gone, but in terms of the league, we've got to go on a run, because that's what we've got, and the Europa League obviously on Thursday night. But
Only a small matter
I
of
know,
Roma
Roma.
coming. Yeah, only a small matter of Roma coming to town.
But yeah, he's got to go on a run now in the league, can't he, and try and put wins together.
Yeah, Ross, final thoughts on today?
It's been an absolute pleasure. It has been an absolute
Is it
pleasure.
really?
There's some more water needed, that's for sure. But yes, Rangers at hand, and we'll get there one day. We will get there one day. But as you say, the small matter of Roma on Thursday night is just. It's not one that my ears are enjoying hearing. But we shall be here for a reaction after that. But yes. It's as what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's been one of those days. Unfortunately, it's too little, not the end result. Just another story where you're left kind of scratching your head about what we're seeing just now, and unfortunately, it means we're not in the final of the cup. So yeah, not ideal, not the day that we all not thought we were having, but the day that we hoped that we would possibly have. And yeah, there's just back to the drawing board a little bit with some stuff. I think it's one that Danny Rule has to learn from. It's one that the players need to learn from. But how many times have we sat in this position and said so? Cannot wait to hear Willie Collum apologise for all the mistakes tonight. We are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. We will speak to you on Tuesday night with Club Deck Corner as we reflect more on today, as well as look ahead to the game on Thursday night against Roma. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, all the usual stuff. Sorry Ross, it's all my fault, mate. I do really apologise for that. I do apologise. We'll speak to you Tuesday. Cheers everybody.